Hello. My name is Ronald Bamta Caesar, and I'm here to share with you my continuous and also project that I've built to be able to continue to learn and also share my skills pertaining to C++ language. And so I have learned and also built a program. It's a to-do list manager. Basically, it manages the items that a person might be wanting to do and also to keep like tabs on them, just to sort them and then be able to know this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what I've done, and then also to remove it. So basically, the program or the project does a couple of things. One, it adds to-do list items to the to-do list class that I'll show. And then also you can be able to view them, and at the same time you can be able to remove them. But not only that, to be able to keep data persistence, I create a file, text file, like within this root folder. And that text file is able to hold those tasks that need to be done, such that when the program closes, I still have access to those items. And when the program loads, it reads actually from that text file. Then can be able to display those tasks whenever they are needed according to the choice that will be displayed by to be made according to the display as I'll be able to show. And as you can see, the libraries I'm using the iOS stream library. This is for input and output. And then, of course, for handling the file stream, output and input, as I'll be able to show you. And then the vector, this library for it to be able to hold the tasks objects. So I can easily look through that. I can easily, manipulate, and it's good also for expansion. And the string, of course, for the operations and also limits. This will be able to handle any input validations that need to be taken care of. So the main classes are two: the task class. Of course, that one is the task itself. It's a class. You can continue to. It can be adjusted. It can be edited. I can add more things in there. But for now, I just place the string for description. The string, of course, I have to show that this description is a string. It's not an integer. And then I have a constructor for that class, which will take a string and then at the same time initialize it. If you can see that the description is inside the task as in attribute, you can say that it actually has a move inside. Inside the move where I pass in every description that person will be putting according to how I'll show the class, like it's passed to it. I found out that move is actually great for keeping the file or keeping the memory, because if you don't use it, then most of the times, like the description or the task is going to be copied. It's all going to just be copied. So when I use move, it's just going to be moved to the description, to the string, and then I'm able to maintain more memory. And then if you can see down here, I have the to list class. It has a vector, as I explained before. It takes task objects, and it's called that vector is called tasks. So that's where I'll be able to push all the tasks that the person will be able to add. And so I have this file. They save all tasks to the file. Those ones, basically what it does, since it's an it takes everything, it opens the file in a truncate mode, which means that I'm able to overwrite whatever is in the task.txt file. And then when I have that, I just loop through all the tasks or that which is under the vector, and then I write every task, or meaning its description, to that file. And so this one, I'm going also to show you where I use it. And then the to-do list, you can see that the to-do list constructor, all right, it's simple. Every time the to-do list is called upon, it loads everything from the file and then it adds them to the vector. And so then I'm able to manipulate them and do whatever I want to do with it. When I'm done, then I can overwrite and then again save them. And then I have a couple methods, like adding to the task method. And then also I have loading from the file method. I use this, of course, as I've showed you previously, to be able to add all tasks to the vector. And then I have this method also for displaying the tasks, of course, to the user if they want to be able to view the tasks. This helps them to know which one to remove and stuff. And then the remove task, this one, it is simple. I just showed the viewer from the previous one, these are your tasks, and then they show that they need to remove something. They'll put in an integer according to whatever is there. And so if it's 1, obviously, since all tasks are in index based, they start from 0. I'm going to subtract that -1 such that I can target the right task I need to remove, and then I can remove it. And then I also have the get valid integer input. This one is important because it helps stop the program from glitching. Now, if something else is put in that I'm going to show, maybe a string, and is put there instead of an integer, I observed when I first did that, before I learned to actually work out that actually the program glitches, and it will just glitch and keep on glitching, and you want to do anything with that. So if you have this method or this function that I'm going to use, basically I use it in the main. That I'll show you in the main. It's one of I use it in the main to get the choice. So if it returns this one returns an integer. So if the choice is invalid, then of course I need to tell the user, hey, the choice is not right. You need to put in an integer. And then I clear if there is an invalid input. I have to clear all those flags and any input buffer. So this is my main program. As you can see, the main entry point of this program, this project, it starts with a to-do list, and the to-do lists. This is an instance. This is very important because the first thing when the program loads, I want to have my to-do lists into my tasks into the to-do list, because then I can view them, I can do whatever I want with them. And remember, when the to-do list first comes, the method that I run is a load from the file. Then, so this is how it goes. I put it in a do while. So this is what will happen. And also I use the switch. I thought about at first, I was using if, else this, if, else the choice is that, else if, and all that, but I prefer the switch better. And so if you need more knowledge about the switch, I can make another video for that. But what does is that switch text cases. And so if the choice that has been happened placed in it's one, this is what I'm going to have. It's two, this is what I'm going to bring. Basically, it's about adding. It's one, two, you can display, and then you can also at the same time remove tasks. Then you can exit the program when you choose four. And then as long as the choice is not four, this program will keep on looping and looping. When it's done, when you of course choose four, the program will exit, and then what will be returned will be zero, meaning everything is successful. So that's all about the program. And then this is the readme file. Basically explains the things that I've been talking about, just a little bit of here to show you my development environment, the compiler I'm using. Of course, I'm using a Windows system, 64-bit. Programming language is C++. These are the libraries that I've used. I found out that if I'm more detailed, it helps the person actually learning from my file, and then the websites they can be able to go through to get the compiler to learn more and many of that. And then the future work, something that I can add on the future is also right there. I can implement GPU graphic user interface. I can also, you know, put tasks into maybe a JSON object or implement SQLite, and also I can even be able to put dates and deadlines to a particular task. For this task is for today, this task is for Wednesday, and kind of stuff. So this is what is used to run the project. I need to first compile it, and then after that I can run the project as I'm going to show you right now. So let's get into our project a little bit, and then I can show how it is actually working. And so the first thing I do is to compile the project using that, and then I'm able to, this is what I want to compile, the to-do list.c++. Make sure that the code file also has to be in this folder, and I want it to be a to-do list. And so I enter that. If you observe in the left corner under to-do list manager, you will see that something has happened. An executed file has been updated. So then I can be able to actually run that file to-do list. And when I run it, right now, the error happens because I do not have the txt file, because my program is actually beginning for a start. So, but let me try to move this so I can see clearly. Yes, it is moving. Put it right up here. So this is actually, so the first thing is that those are the options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a string, for example, take me. Now I need an integer. So when I put take me, nothing will happen. That will tell me, hey, there is an invalid input. Please enter a number. So that is the purpose of the other function, the invalid get number of function. This one here is the this one, because this one makes sure that you must put in a number, not anything else. And so this one helps take care of the glitching that can happen. I saw that, and it was not good. So if I put in a number, let's say I need to add statistics, they will enter the description. Go to church. Go to church. Of course, task added, and then I still put in, I need to add another task. What as exercise. Exercise. All right. Task added, and then send assignment. I think you're seeing what I'm doing. That's not going to work because it's a string, not a number. Invalid input. So I'll put 1. Then I'll be like, okay, submit assignment. And so far I've added there three tasks. And then if you observe here on the left, is that there is now a tasks.txt file, like right here. And that is because every time I add a task, what it does is that a task.txt file is created. And then after it's created, um, this task is actually added there. And now, what do I want to do next? I want to view. So if I want to view my tasks, you can see them. They're there. Go to church, exercise tonight, and submit assignment. So let's say I submitted the assignment as I'm going, as you know, people should do. So let's say I am a student and maybe I have a project that I'm working on, and then I need to submit it online so that people can be able to do it, to view and learn. Then I say, okay, I finish that, submitting the assignment. So what do I want to do? I want to remove it. So I press 3, and then they'll bring me a choice. Which one do you want to remove? And I'm like, okay, I'll finish number 3. So remove number 3, and then they will remove, show me that that's remove, submit assignment. And then after that, they will say, okay, I want to view my tasks. And then you can see that there are remaining 2, and I'm like, all right, then I can go to close this program. And I'm like, all right, let's exit. I press number 4, and then the program will break. And so that's the to-do list manager for C++, and it's working. It's something that I'm doing worth continue to learn more about C++, and just know how I can go to implement and then get solve reward problems. But you have to go bit by bit. Then learn how to use the input output stream, learn how to use all these file streams and namespace, and not just put it everywhere and stand on any library and then the vector. So all of actually those things. And so thank you very much, and I hope that yes, we can keep learning together. Thank you very much.